National service scandal, Gifty Oware, Abusia breaking news at Abanono, a Attorney General, Eddie Mamia Kujimoye, Oware, Accra High Court. Now, just say charges are Edia Bomami, a Dawson, 14 cases. Now, just a Nina Egumami soon. One, yes, Mami, a Kakron, Sempa, Chrono, yes, yes, or number one. Wa bo minor chrono, just a bo minor chrono, Kasa, $600 million. Scanning now, $600 million. With your minor money laundry cases name akuma ko 14 yanko ne kokotie ensam a abusuya ababetodwa efa Gifty Oware chese national service scandal sisi no prosecutions no chese wo hwa eno ano omo ahyase ora team ora sisi baby omo bia no omo ani beje because Ghana for pressure na omo ebo omo se da ben na ora prosecutions no be hyase wo hwa eno allegedly wo hwa eno na chese omo ahyase Attorney General ahyase with Gifty Oware abusia we dem am kasa mpese ko ne kweti nsem no makasa nche ma hada so ebe media GH bo modi anso oba subscribe ba like na wo abo ahya for pension no bi atie no anya bi atie yentie nsem a abusia omodi aba fa Gifty Oware ho
has been charged with 14 counts including causing financial loss to the Republic, stealing and money laundering in a case involving more than 600 million Ghana cedis. According to a charge sheet filed at the High Court in Accra, the former NSA boss is accused of authorizing payments to over 60,000 non-dealing, causing financial loss to the state, money laundering and abuse of public office. Prosecutors say she dishonestly transferred 31.5 million Ghana cedis from a loan facility meant to support national service personnel into the account of her private company, Blocks of Life Consult, under the pretext had generated from the NSA's internal system.
Now, in respect of oral, significant work is going on in relation to the investigations of the allegations of looting of state resources contained in the oral report submitted to me a few weeks ago. In view of the fact that these matters are still under investigation, I will not go into the details as I have done with, the case of Eduboahin. But I can confirm that investigations will conclude in the national service and SkyTrain scandals by the middle of April for prosecutions to begin. In the national service scandal, 8 suspects have been interrogated, and a good number of them have started singing. They've, they are cooperating with our they've started singing, literally. Yeah? So we will give you details of their songs at the appropriate time. In view of the fact that, so indeed, we now have evidence of payments that were made into the accounts of the top executives, private vendors, and staff of the scheme. We also have evidence that in November 2024, and listen to this carefully, the CEO of the National Service Scheme and others paid a Ghanaian MP to kill the story in the media and to defend them. Now this is a developing story, and more will come out very soon. In respect of SkyTrain, we can confirm that the 2 million was paid at the request of the chairman of the board of directors of the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, that is GIIF, Prof. Ameya Ekunfi, and then and then the CEO, Mr. Solomon Asamoah, who is currently hiding in Senegal. We tracked him first and noticed that he was in South Africa. So he left Ghana somewhere around February 2nd, the 2nd of February, to South Africa. So we were monitoring him in South Africa. And then he left South Africa and is now in Senegal. When we contacted him, he told us that he will not come to Ghana until I think he didn't say April, 3 months from now. Okay, so he's giving us 3 months to come to Ghana, very much like Ken Oforiatta, right? It reminds me of Ken Oforiatta. So he says he will come to Ghana in 3 months. So we are patiently waiting for him. If he wants to be tried in absentia, that is his choice to make. but we have the prosecutorial authority to, prosecute him in absentia. And of course, the person who acted with him to transfer that money, the Prof. Ekunfi, is in the country. So if there is going to be delay, we'll start the prosecution with him being a suspect who is being tried in absentia. So on the SkyTrain, we noticed that there was no board approval for a transaction, and the conditions precedent to disbursement had not been met. The other board members and our review of the minutes of the board of directors have confirmed this fact. So we requested for all the minutes, of the board of directors within the period that this transaction occurred. And our perusal of the minutes show quite clearly that there was no board approval. Also, the interrogation has revealed, that the other board members said that they did not have knowledge of this transaction. In fact, there was
POP retired Kofi Boache, Daniel Domlevo, former Auditor General, Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, now Minister of Foreign Affairs, private legal practitioner, lawyer Martin Pegbu. Then we have Mr. Raymond Acha, investigative journalist, now the boss of Yoko. 5 solid individuals. What's what? Wajijin Krofo, whistleblowers, Gwabim Crafendo or Bediko Konsa, complaint. All those things, information, Wajijin na training in Ado. Now was president. If you listen to the president when he was handing over the overall report to the Attorney General, the wheels of justice grind slowly. People will get angry.
Why should
the president said,
why should they get
and I'm
angry?
coming there, the president used the word, there are cases that has watertight evidence. Chairman, say court does not believe in complaint, does not believe in propaganda. It deals with facts and law and evidence. So if you say that you already have watertight evidence, then you are expecting results. We are expecting results. And Commander, the Attorney General did something a novel or there transparency benejumum until he mounted the podium and gave us information. It's of a case by case and we review actually. It's a ma nkrofo obozi na wachre Mustafa Hamid eyimo wai ochecheni na. And it's a Bekaya. They said even there are some 38 cases out of the 2,000 and something cases. 38 of them can give us $21 billion.
But you don't know, official, and I said it was official.
It was official
from the AG,
from the Oware committee. No, even Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa said it before the Nivetin appointment committee or parliament. So all these things, when you do it and you say it, all my impact regime, all my impact look forward to something really happening. Because Commander, when they do my yatikeko, some of it we saw it. Commander, the National Cathedral, or the whole, people see it and they hear the amount of money that has been sunk into this hole. And we realize the money that we need to help this country including Aminawo. The people now, they are already burdened with taxes and taxes and taxes. No bit what we couldn't free. And they will turn back and look at us and laugh at us. Mudede amuye, mumbat na consulate, munye dede mun onkosiaga. Attorney General bold enough to come and tell some of us there, oh, yeah, plea bargaining, and he's doing 60-40. Oh, you see,
sir, I mean, we came to meet it.
Meet what? That is 60-40, recover 60%. Onubambra. Ocha yanambra, Ocha and there, all recover 60%.
The plea bargaining law, I mean, is there. And yes, be or the BB,
no, but
Yanti Bida, I was sister Numaba.
Commander Marakain there, only did not can there only 60%. Is okay, na maybe said there. Which one is that? Which one is that? It makes it difficult for all of us to accept it because if we don't say it today and they don't do it, what will happen is that the same people you think you are protecting will turn back tomorrow and tell you there. So it shows that you are just saying it. You don't have evidence. Meanwhile, they've stolen money. So why are we doing these things like this? The Attorney General can come and mention certain people's name. However, he's failing to tell us one more will chase can be. So how does that serve as a deterrent to people? Obibieska na mekata no do na mekade we obotu ebinti mejan and I mean bonidi mi yinka hwe wo ho a. How does that serve as a deterrent for somebody else sitting somewhere not to do the same thing? But you menka yes you kunu oyedo yesa ni ye no ye miamia kunu nchenchen ye defe no yense no bo promo ye twache the kaka nkofu bi ntase. But we need to face the facts. You see, in your ready, and if you know that you need more evidence, you don't come and give us that falsehood.
You see the other side. I mean, can say Ora issue. Utie Ora John Mahama the other timer. So give me time and let me play this on John Mahama on the consensus or raising on the Public Accounts Committee and setting up fast track courts. Maybe it will give us a better understanding because I think that President know or paper or what they will, right? Ebi anyama na ye slow.
We are able to instill discipline. In the first place, the internal auditor need to explain to us as Ghanaians how much is being paid to go and sleep, not to go and work. Me, I don't blame the accountants. Look, no accountant can spend money without the internal auditor auditing the process. No accountant. And
meaning no purchase so
that's what I'm saying. So we need to strengthen that institution and then take people who have over the past slept on their jobs. Because Commander, it doesn't make sense. Say in this office, you have petty cash, and even with the petty cash in the Quran, before I will this petty cash, and before we requested for petty cash, the auditor would have audited that request. There are instances where, as I sit here today talking, my documents were internal auditor officer on your approve because the auditor will check and make sure say Nima me deliver and the institution has taken it. That's one. Two, whether there's value for money. So I don't understand why a whole government I say now I see Abensika didn't kwa. Okay. I don't know if you can Abensika. So the perception is that Abensika didn't kwa. Now Abensika John Dramani Mahama I am telling everybody that Abansika yendino kwa. Who di Abansika? Whether you die or not.
There seem like some sort of frustrations in the system, and now I'm frustrated without any cause.
When people get there are people who would have said, say, MPP who call courts. Simple because you are saying, say, there's a land in this neighborhood, cantonment. purported to belong to Mami Teresa Akufo-Addo. Because of that, they took you to court. And people want to know how that case ended. But the wheel of the law, the justice gone slowly. There were people in the same party who said you were not supposed to be outside. So once the process has started, let's give it time, okay, to see how this current Auditor General, Attorney General will follow it to the letter. I don't want to say at the end of the day, that's not what I'm saying. We should have it slowly but sure, but not slowly but nothing. Because as we speak, I would not trust anybody, any political party for that matter, because of my past experience. In 2008, what didn't we hear? To the extent say, Obimu koto bed sheet and a pillow more than $100,000. Okay, what brought about Tarzan? Tarzan court. And everybody thought, say, hey, wait there. He has some Cassia pass, committee no crown, But at the end of the day, we didn't see anything. But the point I'm making is say, if we rush and take useless case to court, we'll be taken back uselessly. So let's take our time. And then also, if you look at the prompt action, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is talking about deterring the people who would want to take you. And so that system, prompt action, power our local governance system. You will go to work today and 1 month and won't call you, and they'll give you money to do your projects because when you MP. And Kasanti, the money is sitting down and the constituents, the people are suffering because of you when you MP. You are not going to give us development. So these are some of the things we should be focusing our energy and resources on. I am not in support whatsoever that because as soon as you NDC, once the person embezzles money, we should allow the person to go. No, that's not what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is talking about. He's talking about instilling discipline and making sure, say, all corrupt activities that have been ongoing, both past and present, should be yanked out. People should be held responsible.
And that is what the streets is calling for.
And the street is calling, they say, Mahama is in line with the street calling. He's saying that, Attorney General together with the Chief Justice, talking about what? Fast-tracking the case that has been reported to them. So that the streets would be what? Would become the people who have perceived corrupt activities in the past, and then even be able to point out, say, Haruna, but I'm still here making noise. That means the justice is not going to be meted. So I, for one, would support the youth, and I would always support the youth simply because the corrupt individuals in the past should not live to enjoy that money they stole. Governor Maui.
All right, so that's it. My message to citizens. So here we are. Different kinds of arguments. If you feel so, let's give them time. Slow. Actually, raise issues which we will come back to it. Whether the AG and the OSP should go. Another discussion. I know say be all the befa, but another discussion. However, all the from no problem. Opinion, but this is where we have got into Public Accounts Committee.
Commander, let me share with you.
Nakuma.
Commander, let me share with you. Our Sono production team. Commander, for me. Se debia na certificate na itiem de evio na nkofu gwenko na woko no ewi biara nyiwo ana de yimpe na woko hu no so sa no nya ewi bia the next time abetiem ewi biara nkasa ho. So if we keep on saying we are going to arrest them, we are coming after you, we are doing this, next year next time we can nkasa obi an. I think Muni Aruna. I am my meal also. Now, baby, I was in some baby opedoka. You see, it's in the name of my boom. And I say, that's for Okwe, we'll push the health minister. My health minister about the Yama about to Tugwa, watch actually, Yama be or ye, my sister, my Reshamuba. So sometimes you wonder, it would take jar, you get results. Attorney General, his office was one of the first offices when you